10:14 p.m. Clear visibility 19 kilometers. Lungman District 5 inspection and quarantine zone. Madame, they're here. Okay, I fucking hate Chen. She's such a bad character, and just like Mephisto, I'm going to fucking crash out about Chen. Just like the rumors said. Let's go, Doctor. We're here. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Rhodes Island was scheduled to meet with the LGD at 10 o'clock. It's 10:14 now. You were late 14 minutes, therefore you've wasted 14 minutes of my time. I'm sorry, Madam Chen, we just found out that reunion is here. Other than you and Dr. Supah, the rest of Rhodes Island will stay here and assist with border security. The two of you come with me. If your group can't handle such a trivial task, I will not be able to assign you any missions. PC 94172, arrange some work for these people. I don't want to see any more trouble tonight. Currently, the Lungman Information Network captures a lot of information regarding the reunion movement. It is good that you recognize the importance of this. But this alone is not enough. Lungman still lacks key information. ... I believe the LGD knows very well that this simple quarantine is not enough to hold back reunion. Reunion will not obediently go through the inspections, nor will they wait for the authorities to take initiative. That's why, without Rhodes Island's assistance, Lungman will suffer heavy losses against Reunion should you decide to pursue the same strategies against the infected. Pardon the interruption. The LGD understands Lungman's defenses better than Rhodes Island does. We've already made preparations to deal with possible infiltration from Reunion. We, however, are not obliged to provide you with confidential information regarding our operations. Miss Calcit, please continue. Oh? I've been told that Rhodes Island was involved with the Chernobyl incident and managed to obtain a lot of intel about Reunion. No matter where you heard that from, at this stage, that information is not up for exchange. It is but part of our resume, a qualification that allows us to speak to you, Mr. Wei. It is Lungman that will decide whether or not we will exchange information. If Rhodes Island cannot even provide us with this level of information, in that case, we simply have no basis for trusting your capabilities. Mr. Wei, I apologize if my words were not clear enough. What I must emphasize is, the only reason Rhodes Island has this information is because we were strong enough to obtain it. Whatever the case may be, Lungman cannot simply trust another group of infected. Miss Chen, if you believe that doling out punishment to the infected is more important than the actual security of Lungman, then I will immediately surrender myself in accordance to your local laws. Then I will sigh from my jail while watching Reunion burn down your city. This time, Lungman doesn't have a choice. Your good intentions are not lost upon us, despite your rudeness. However, we are also not a charity for useless lobbyists. Madame Chen, Chief Wei, I believe it is inappropriate for these outsiders to get involved with Lungman's confidential matters. Calm down, Madame Chen. They are still our guests. My guests. Very well. Unless they've violated our laws, I will tolerate them, sir. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep a list of all of Chen's unlikable qualities. Chen is the least likable character in this entire game. We're gonna start with bitchy, right? Extremely bitchy for no reason. And stern. And unnecessarily strict. This list will continue, by the way. This list will expand. If chapter 1's... There you go, chapter 2 gimmick. If chapter 1's gimmick was the knurl glazing counter, the chapter 2 gimmick is the Chen list. I honestly think... Okay, so... I hate Chen more, but Mephisto is worse written. Mephisto is way worse written, but I hate Chen more. Yeah, she's just Degen, but if Degen wasn't likable in any way. Like, she's Degen with just the unlikable traits. And that concludes my report of Rhode Island's combat operations. And your assessment? There is little reason to doubt their strength. However, Chief Wei, given their identities, I believe that from a strategic standpoint, the LGD is more than capable of handling the job. Okay, so let's add full of herself, overly confident, unwilling to accept help. Let's add that, prideful, let's add that to the Chen list. Let's continue. When it comes to fighting crime and preventing infiltration, the LGD is more than sufficient. Rhode Island may be able to bring more to the table. However, of the things that Rhode Island has requested, there is one item that we are unwilling to exchange based upon what has been offered. The temporary defense cooperation that you're providing is far from equal value. As things stand, your asking price is a bit too high. Miss Calcit, Miss Amelia, I hope you both understand. Mr. Wei, a temporary defense will not be enough. There are a lot of things about a reunion that you don't know about. Based upon the data we gathered while fighting them, if no proactive measures are taken, the reunion will seize control of Lungmen within 2 weeks. Nonsense! There's no evidence of that, Madame Chen. Would you like to know the real reason Chernobog fell within 1 night? Please elaborate. Amelia. Sure. Rhode Island wasn't just involved in the Chernobyl incident. We were also caught inside the catastrophe and survived. We fought against the reunion's leader. What's her name again? I don't recall clearly. Tallulah. Right, Tallulah. Madame Chen, what do you think? I know. How should I put this? If reunion causes damage that surpasses Rhode Island's estimates, I hope that you will help the LGD handle the situation, which may include post-disaster management. Of course, nothing beyond your capabilities. That's roughly the gist of it. I cannot say much more at this point. However, don't forget, Rhode Island doesn't have a choice. If you can't accept our terms, then all the conditions we discussed, as well as your requests, will be, Amelia, Dr. Calcit, Mr. Wei, I would like to add one more clause to the agreement. Any interpretation of the clauses must be agreed upon by both parties. Is this acceptable? Oh, of course. I can see your respect to Lungmen, Miss Amelia. I was actually just trying to scam you there, but good to know they make 14-year-olds very smart these days, huh? Madam Chen, do you have any objections? I accept this operation. Yeah, he's hassling in this fucking argument. Huh. It seems like Madame Chen also has her own goals. Why is he rage baiting? Why is he rage baiting about Tallulah? Why is he rage baiting Chen about Tallulah? Why is he doing this? Why is he being a dick